What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Brewed Opinions Podcast, episode 10. 10 episodes, KT. A little milestone tonight. What's going on?
What's up, man? Yeah, we're bringing it to you early. We're Friday night, a little different for us. We're getting ready to cook some fucking massive, cool shit on the rack tech later tonight.
We got some stuff going on this weekend. Had to alter the schedule a little bit. We got a huge Orlando City weekend of playoff games in the MLS playoffs. And we're going to the game on Sunday. The girls, I got a teenager now. It's been a rough week. Yeah. I got a teenager now.
Well, it's cool, man, that, you know, your daughter plays for Orlando City Soccer Club. And what they're doing over in Orlando is fucking amazing. And it's cool that they're having you guys out there to
it's going to be fun. And I think the girls will enjoy it. But
it's so cool when you go to the Magic game and you look out like when you're at the Amway.
It's a beautiful stadium.
Not Amway anymore, Kia.
Yeah,
the Kia
beautiful
Center.
Stadium.
And you see it.
Exploria Stadium. It's beautiful.
That whole little area that they're trying to build. I mean, I know Church Street's down right now, but when it comes back, it's going to be fucking something
and
special
now they're
down
good.
there.
Well, you know, it's really special tonight. We got a little NBA Cup game. Orlando, Philadelphia. I hope Philadelphia doesn't decide to play tonight because this is a big game for the Magic to get before they head out west.
Well, I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better week from the Magic. And Franz Wagner has said, I can handle it. I can handle it. Everybody has. Anthony Black.
Batadze, what a huge night the other night.
Yeah.
Huge night. Huge.
Dude, we talked about it last week on the podcast, and they came out and fucking delivered this. We asked them to get 2. They got all of them.
Yeah, I mean, the 76ers tonight, we got to get this one because then they go out Phoenix, Clippers, Lakers.
They got that Southern West Coast.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, if they can come back and they get if they win tonight, get one of the 3 games on the road, they come back 500 back to Amway. They survive. Yeah. 500 is our goal until Paolo comes back. They're the 3 seed right now at 7-6. The 3 seed.
Dude, this week's been amazing, man. Like, it's just every night they play, it's like, how are we going to perform? And they're coming out and they're fucking dominating on the court.
Look at Batadze inside in Siakam's shit.
Yeah, Isaac says back up, bro, but I love it. I love it. I fucking love it, bro.
Dude, I mean, Siakam was ridiculous. He was goating Batadze, and Batadze has to be a little bit better in that situation because he let Siakam get to him. But, dude, 12 points, 12 boards, 28 minutes. That for Wendell Carter on the first
Ain't bad for a backup center, is it?
I told you, dude. I told you that Batadze signed that third center. He did this last year because Carter goes out every year. Yeah. He goes out for 10, 15 games. And to have a guy like that to come in.
Oh, this is a cup game tonight?
This is a cup game, man. This is big.
We won the first one.
25-point differential, which we know how huge those point differentials came back and haunted us last year.
Yeah.
But they have this game. They've got to get into – they're going to have to play the Celtics and the Cavs. I don't know. I don't know who's in our deal. I think the Hornets. I think we played the Knicks. Yeah. I think the Celtics might be the wild card. Not the wild card. There it is, right there. Philadelphia, Brooklyn.
Charlotte,
We're actually not even with Boston.
No.
This is ours for the taking.
New York's really the only.
Tonight's a big one. Philadelphia. I hope they don't decide to come out and play tonight for the first game all season.
Oh, and point differential settles the fucking standings.
Yeah, we lost out on point differential last year. We didn't get into that next round because of point differential.
That's awesome. Like
this NBA Cup, I don't know how I feel about it.
I think it's cool that it's like because I love European soccer and I love like world soccer.
Yeah, like in-season tournaments and shit. Yeah,
it's a cool thing, man. Like especially when you have 82 games or 87, whatever it is, 76 games, whatever the fucking NBA season is. 82. Like having something like this, and it's gonna end up being something worthwhile for. I mean, the players involved get, I think, paid extra, don't they?
I think they each get like $100,000 or something for winning.
Hey, anything that makes you want to be competitive and be at a point early in the league, and because. Would we be paying attention to basketball right now if it wasn't for like?
Well, we would.
But
not the general public.
The general public doesn't.
But you know what was interesting the other night at the end of the game when they were playing.
This is better than the fucking All-Star game.
Yeah, they were playing they kept, if you notice, they kept players in late up 30 because they knew how important the point differential was. That's what this NBA Cup is going to do in these games late in the game. They're going to play because of how important point differential is. And the Magic were a perfect example. We missed out on the I guess it's the semifinal round or whatever because we didn't have the point differential.
Right. Right.
We lost out on that. The record was there, but they didn't have the points. But yeah, tonight's a big game. I mean, Philadelphia's got a roster, but they haven't shown up yet. Embiid, George, Maxey, Kyle.
The only guy on that team that's a real deal is Maxey. That dude's fucking unbelievable.
Well, Embiid can dominate too when he wants to.
When he wants to. He already came out.
Watch tonight. He will. The first game of the year, he'll come out and want to play.
Fuck him. He gets tired. He can't handle like athletic teams. Like,
look at that. He's 10-1 against the Magic. That's not a good stat.
It's been his thing, man. I mean, like even like this year, he caught heat for joining the U.S. Olympic team when he could have joined another team, but it's like he just wanted a championship, and he took the easy way out until like the final game, the championship game. He actually decided he wanted to play. Like, who gives a shit, man? But I was a little disappointed earlier today. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods. Jay's daughter's birthday was a couple days ago, and I wanted to get her a new Magic t-shirt, and they fucking didn't have any Magic gear there, dude. Surprising enough, they had Jaguars gear. The most Jaguar gear I've ever seen outside of being in Jacksonville fucking stadium,
Kenny,
dude.
The Jaguars are hot right now.
Yo, they're burning it down, man. Yeah. But, dude, I couldn't believe it.
Did you just Seth Rollins it?
Yeah.
Did you see how he snuck that in?
Burn it down. No, but I couldn't believe how much Jaguar gear there. I mean, they had like a salute to service, like camo gear. It was sick. I'm like, I've been coming here every year for the last 5 years.
Was it on sale?
No, dude. It was fucking high price. I actually picked up a jersey for your daughter, and I was like, well, I ain't paying $136.
No, $136?
Yeah, for our authentic Trev.
Oh, she didn't need that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I went with a little mini white shell helmet.
We got we talked last week how awesome that the white shell was, and KT comes through with a little addition for our daughter, but it's going to be here.
She was pumped.
She was pumped.
She liked
this. Is sick. I like it. Look at this thing. This is awesome.
We kind of stole it from her. She doesn't know.
For tonight, we'll put it back later. But no, dude, it's the Magic tonight against Sixers. Big game. There's a big night tonight. I mean, we got SmackDown here in a little bit. We got the Mike Tyson fight against Jake Paul, which we don't know what to expect there.
Dude, if Mike catches him with one.
Dude, he slapped him already. I mean,
he may look like Tua when Tua takes a fucking head hit.
We are not.
It might be stupid.
We are not boxing fans by any means whatsoever. But like, is this a publicity stunt or is this going to be like the real deal? What's going on with the Tyson thing?
Who knows? Like, everything is up for like, is it real or
like
is it anymore? I don't know.
Paul has had some good boxing matches, but they're all against like washed up dudes. Like, can he really fight? Like, Logan Paul is pretty.
Can't you see Tyson taking a dive because of the money on the back end?
I can see Tyson catching him across the chin and it being not funny real quick.
Even on fucking accident.
Like, I don't think...
even on accident, just catching him.
Even when Tyson came to the WWE and during the whole Attitude Era Monday Night Wars, like, you were even kind of like concerned for Stone Cold that Tyson didn't quite know how to make things quote unquote fake, but like Tyson, I don't see Tyson taking a dive. I see Tyson.
Dude, I see him getting right into the match and then just loses it and throws one uppercut. One uppercut, and we're fucking talking about.
Yeah, like I'm gonna tune in tonight Netflix.
Hell yeah, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, just to see.
You already subscribed to it.
Just see it. I mean,
talk about a great moment. We talk about turning points in WWE. When Tyson turned in the championship match. Against
that was when that's when the Monday Night Wars were coming to where the WWE was making their comeback. Tyson splash,
Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Generation
X, and it was only a certain amount of time before
was running.
That fateful night when Mankind won the belt with Stone Cold helping, and Tony Schiavone said it on air. That you don't want to tune over there because Mankind wins the belt.
Eric Bischoff says, say it.
And
tell him the results.
That moment, WCW never beat him again.
Eric Bischoff knew it at the fucking time, and he fucking did it anyway.
I saw this recent podcast.
I told him.
I saw this recent podcast. It was like it was a round table, and Bischoff and Mick Foley were on it. And Mick Foley even comes out. He goes, "You ruined my night." He goes, "You ruined my title win, and it ruined your company." I mean,
but at the same time, like it didn't ruin it for Mankind because I remember.
Oh yeah, we're talking.
That was the first time
we're talking about it
in a long time. I left WC Nitro to go to WWE Raw,
and you're not the only one.
I had started like tuning in and seeing some stuff,
and you're like, "Mankind's going to win the belt."
Yeah, no,
I'm going to
way.
click over.
Yeah, it was
and
an amazing night.
Stone Cold
I was in
out,
9th grade.
Yeah, when Stone Cold came out, dude, and the glass shattered. There was nothing like it. There's nothing like it today.
The Monday Night Wars is the greatest era of wrestling of all time. I know we talked the Bloodline is kind of getting there now, but holy shit. Like Hogan leaving. Yeah. Everything starting. The NWO happening.
We almost had a third member in here tonight. I almost had my dog in here, but he couldn't stay still. We were gonna go like, who's the third member?
Maverick was being a little bitch. It happen.
Yeah. He was gonna be our Hogan tonight. We were the outsiders and he was gonna be Hogan. But he couldn't sit still. He was just gonna
pop in on screen and say, "What's up?"
What's up, y'all? That moment, like there was a special thing back in the day when the glass shattered. You don't see that today. Like, you're starting to get a couple moments right now during the Bloodline story that's being drawn out. And we'll get into the fifth member because tonight, I think, SmackDown, we're going to get some clarification on possibly a fifth member. Monday night, they tried it. And I thought that I think they're going to go to these every single scenario that the fans are actually bringing up and they're going to squash them. Like, I thought Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed was a good possibility, and Seth coming out and being like, "You're crazy. Don't you see that I know who Roman Reigns is." He's like,
"I'm the one who, like, I built the whole,
like, everything I went through at WrestleMania for Cody. You know, how could you possibly go back to him?" And he's probably right, because this is when this is all over, Roman Reigns is probably going to shit all over him again.
Yeah, that's the great story arc they've told with Roman is that like he's willing to get help when he needs it, but fucking he still believes he is the fucking tribal chief. That's why he is the OTC.
That's why he's very quiet right now.
Yeah, he's not the one he's just saying.
It's great.
He's saying catch lines.
It's great work right now. He is quiet.
It's fucking amazing work.
And he's not saying anything. He's very quiet on the mic, and that moment. The way SmackDown ended last week when all four of them put up the ones, like that was awesome.
He's basically making all of us a bunch of marks because we think. I mean, I guarantee you, most of WWE universe is thinking that Roman's willing to change, and it's like you fuckers have forgotten that he isn't going to change. That character trait is always going to be there.
And you know what's pretty cool, like. For the next 5 months leading up to it, all these pay-per-views, they can play on that. Yeah. Like they did it at Crown Jewel. His ability not to accept Jay as an equal cost them the match. In Survivor Game, goddamn Kenny, this is amateur shit, dude. Amateur shit.
Forget to turn my fucking phone off every time.
But think about War Games, they could play on it again. His ego could get in the way. Cost them another one.
Oh, they've been teasing disorder in the original Bloodline. I mean, from Roman to
but you got to admit, SmackDown last week was the first time that they were truly united.
Were they? I
believe they were.
Just because they held the ones up? No, I did see some after footage thing. I think Sammy lost his boot or something.
Yeah.
And Roman picks it up and gives it
I thought that was
shakes his hand first. So
I thought that was the first time that you could believe that they were one. But now they have to find a fifth.
Right. They do have to find a fifth. And I mean, last week we talked about our dream scenario. Our fantasy booking would have been the Rock situation, but they're holding that off.
I just don't see Rock in a War Games match.
No, they're holding it off.
Because of the violence. And I mean, he might show up, but I don't see him getting inside the cage because it is... The War Games is going to be brutal.
As cool as it would have been, that's not going to happen. Yeah. And then this week on Raw, like you said, like them all like campaigning. I mean, especially what we just went through with the election, like campaigning.
Yeah. It was very interesting. The Seth story I thought was great when he gave that speech to Sammy. Tonight, who's going to be the focal point? So they're going to be focal point. Are they going to? They're going to bring.
I'm sure they're going to go to LA Night. I'm sure they're going to go to different.
And and everybody that's had beef with Roman. I think it's a great story because he's screwed over that entire roster.
Yeah.
And they're going to go for help, and they're going to be like, no.
But he held the belt for what? 2 years?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah. 1,200 days or something like that.
Yeah.
And he had his moment, like LA Knight. He's not going to do it. He got screwed over. Everybody's been screwed over. KO's been screwed over. Seth has been screwed over. Cody's been screwed over, but Cody has recently teamed with him, and they were successful and civil. That's why I think the Cody situation could progress tonight.
Yeah, I could definitely see Roman like going to Cody and being like, "Listen, I still want what's on your waist, but
we've already taken him down once.
I need you,
and I need you again because we can't get to this until we get past that."
Right? Yeah, promote it like you and I can't have this match until I finish these guys.
Yeah, and I need your help to finish them.
Yeah,
I've got my boys.
And then that ties in The Rock because if The Rock does show up, that sets up Rock Cody, it sets up Rock Roman, it sets up wherever they want to go from here.
The thing that I get a little nervous about when you do this with Cody is then KO kind of gets inserted into the deal, and he doesn't quite fit.
That's what they always do with him.
They do,
but
and I'm sure it would work.
But they've already set the tone. We've talked about it.
Unless they don't go KO, and then they introduce another member of the family. But then how could you put another member of the family that's been wrestling in GCW and his first match in WWE is Survivor Series War Games?
Yeah.
Someone else debuted
in Survivor It wouldn't Series. Be a match. It'd be them showing up to cause havoc.
Somebody else debuted in Survivor Series a long time ago, and he had a pretty good career.
Who's that?
The Undertaker, man.
Oh, yeah.
His first ever match, Survivor Series.
Right.
But it's like, that's a big spot for your first match. Like, there's already questions.
No, and if they're going to add a new family member, I think it'll be like interference in the match.
Yeah, Jacob Fatu has proven himself. Like, he belongs. Mm-hmm. Solo belongs. There's a lot of question marks on both the Tongas. There's a lot of question marks. Like, especially, I can't even remember the two of them and who's
There's
who.
Nothing to add from them. They're just they're good.
They're just goons. They're goons. They're
screen.
goons. They're goons.
Yeah.
Like, they're his little crew. They're not going to be the Usos, who've created their own niche in the whole deal.
How good are the Usos though?
Like,
with what they've done.
For,
because I'll tell you what, when they first came into the WWE, I was like, this is one of these fucking stupid tag teams. They're gonna fucking promote and they push. I hate every second of it because it's just fucking garbage. And they
had great matches with the Wyatt family. There was a couple matches with the original Wyatt family with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan when they were going for belts. Like, there was a little feud there that they put on.
And also
in Sheamus's words, banger after banger. Like,
and
it
also
was
with
good.
Seth and what the fuck were they called?
The Shield.
Shield.
Yeah. Awesome matches with the Shield. Those three tag teams were the closest things that we've got since the original Edge and Christian, Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys. We got a new era of the Shield, Wyatt family, and the Usos. That was there was a couple triple threat tag team matches. I remember that it was phenomenal. Because Luke Harper, God rest his soul, he was an amazing worker. And him and Eric Rowan as the Wyatt family with Bray overseeing them, that was something special.
Luke Harper was he was one of those gems in the business that unfortunately we lost early. But dude, you knew it from day one when that guy showed up. Like, even on top of Bray. Yeah. He was
and Bray knew it. Like, if you watch Bray's documentary, he's like, this dude is part of this.
Yeah.
Like,
he was bigger. Like, Eric Rowan serves a purpose. Luke was like another level of
he was, And if you watch the Wyatt family and you watch stuff about Luke Harper, you realize like how good of an actor Luke Harper was, like facial characteristics and certain things that he would do, little ticks with his eyes and things like that, just kind of giving him that psychotic look.
He was amazing, even when he showed up at AEW, right? Is that where he went?
Yeah, he went to AEW, and he was a main focal point. Like
started his own faction.
A tough deal.
Like
he was great.
Yeah, it was
and
awesome.
it just kind of sadly, he was probably going to become the champion over there.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and it was tough. I mean, that's a tough deal for his kid and his wife. I mean, that's tough.
And then for them all to lose Bray after that, it's like,
yeah,
holy shit, But
this wrestling business is not easy, man. A lot of people die early.
They do.
It's a lot of wear and tear on the body, a lot of drugs, a lot of steroids, a lot of things that just beat the hell out of them.
And you're on the road 350 fucking...
Damn, you didn't turn that damn thing off?
Apparently.
Guys, what are we doing here?
You
even took it out of your pocket, turned it off.
I acted like I was doing something, and I just said, fuck it, it's not going to ding again.
Ding.
Ding. No, but, yeah, man, 355 days, 50 days of the year, you're on the road.
I think it's changed a lot, but it was brutal, man.
Well, it's like watching that movie with Zac Efron and...
the Iron Claw.
Yeah, about the... what was their name?
The... Von Erichs.
Von Erichs. Yeah. Just independent wrestling. We actually have a cool thing we're thinking about doing here. We know a guy locally.
Yeah, there's
started a new independent wrestling.
Pro Wrestling Rebellion.
Wrestling Rebellion.
They have a show coming up end of November that we'll be at, and we're going to have one of the following podcasts after that. We're going to have a live interview with the the president of the thing, and talk about some independent wrestling. So that's going to be something coming along.
It's going to be cool because they're getting ready. Like I just talked to him the other day, and he's like, "We're writing our championships. Like we're getting ready to declare a champion.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to like really take this thing forward." There's like a little scene happening around the county and where we live that it's going to be. It's going to be cool, man. I missed the first two events, but this is the third event.
There's a couple of small independent wrestlings in our area. In the Daytona area, and we're gonna
shout out to Riot Wrestling too, right?
Yeah, Riot Wrestling. We're gonna get a little. We're gonna start to. We're gonna have him on and talk about what it's like to start independent wrestling, and then also another huge fan of wrestling and see what he thinks about. It's a little third opinion. So
shoot the shit.
Yeah, so it's gonna be good. We're gonna be there. Live on November 30th.
And I think we're going to meet with him the following week to do the pod.
Yeah, so look forward to that. It's something different, and we're going to give you a inside look on what
probably do a pod right after that event and then tell you exactly what we saw, what we liked, what we didn't like. We're going to be honest with him.
All these guys that you watch on Monday night, Friday night,
all started somewhere.
They all started somewhere. They did not just start in there. They all started in a small bingo hall somewhere. In this case, we're going to a bar.
Backflips off fucking balconies, dude.
CM Punk started in his backyard. These guys all start somewhere.
Shit, when we used to love the fucking Hardys, man. We watched their story, how they came out of North Carolina. Backyard wrestling.
Compound, yeah.
Oh, dude, think about that. The story of the Hardys versus, what was that in TNA? Or who did they go against where they had like the compound matches?
The Wyatts.
Oh, it was the Wyatts. Yeah, when they went back to WWE.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Wyatts, and I was like, well, the Wyatts weren't. I actually didn't think WWE would actually do something like that brilliant.
Well, I mean, when they
I guess that's what I was thinking. I was like, it must have been another promotion because WWE would never do something that cool.
Well, when they were in COVID, they did a lot of like. The AJ Styles Undertaker graveyard match.
Oh yeah, they had to do
with
like
the cinematography and the John Cena Bray Wyatt Funhouse match.
Yeah,
like it was one of Bray Wyatt's like best works of arts.
And Cena loved it too.
Yeah,
imagine Cena.
But that's
that's
so
how cool fucking Cena is that the dude loves the business so much.
And also they had to adapt in this weird time where they were not wrestling in front of fans; they were wrestling in front of video screens,
fucking video screens with people's faces that they were social media turned into. Imagine that, Jay, when we were fucking 10 years old, thinking that we could go on our phone and be in arena. Like,
I mean, COVID was
it's a game changer.
It changed.
They reset the fucking world.
We're not getting that.
No, we're not going to get into that. But it was a game changer, dude. Like, the way business is constructed, the way you watch ESPN now, like even my favorite podcast, like the Pat McAfee show, like having that three-screen
podcast really
podcast
blew up. Social media blew up because that's all people could do was sit on their phones. People started to earn money at home.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, fuck this daily grind. This 9 to 5.
How about that? Look at that.
Every day.
The Magic are second in the league next to the Oklahoma City Thunder in defense. That's impressive. They gave up 90 points.
That's all right, Indiana. Mr. Mosley. You got that defense going good.
90 points against Indiana the other night.
Yeah.
That's even
Indiana likes to run.
Even they said it after the game. They're like, we just won a game scoring 94 points. Like, that's impressive against Indiana too. But yeah, I mean, we kind of got away from what we were talking about wrestling wise. It's like look, squirrel.
Who gives a flying fuck, right?
But it's the things that, you know, tonight I think is really going to tell the story. We did find out that we're leaning towards a women's War Games match.
Yep.
And I don't know if they ran out of time on Monday night, but there has been stuff surface online about it.
You told me, I didn't see it. But
after they went off the air, when Rhea came out and just yelled War Games and then headbutted Liv. Like, I'm actually intrigued about the women's War Game match. So we know now we're going to get 2 War Games matches.
Triple H has done such a great job with the women's division because I used to give up flying fuck about it.
Rhea Ripley has been the savior in that division.
I loved it when Charlotte got there.
Yep.
Never really cared about Becky. Never cared about Bayley. I always thought Charlotte was amazing. I thought Snoop's niece. Your daughters used to love her. Sasha Grey. Not Sasha Grey. Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks, yeah.
Sasha Grey, porn star. My bad. Sasha Banks.
Oh, man.
It's hard to come back from that one, isn't
it? Yeah. So women's War Games. No, it looks like it's shaping up to be Liv, Raquel, Nia, Tiffany, and Candice LeRae. They kind of inserted the 5th.
They can still have that teaser of the cash in.
Yeah, and then
can still have the teaser
of the cash in at War Games when she's beaten because it's going to get physical. And then you got Jade, Bianca, Io Sky, Naomi, and then the Rhea Ripley. So, I mean, I think they did good. I think it's going to be good. I mean, I think it's all about Rhea versus Liv. I mean, that's what it comes down to. And now Io Sky is the number 1 contender who's going to be in that match.
So now you can get Rhea off that.
And now you got Jade and Bianca now starting to kind of have singles aspirations.
And they got that new U.S. belt that's going to be up for grabs.
Yeah, which they haven't even really talked about. Maybe tonight they'll elaborate on that a little bit. But usually,
imagine if Charlotte comes back. The women's division just fucking escalates even bigger.
Yeah. Because
because how good is Charlotte? Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte's great. Like you've already kind of had the.
She is her dad.
You've already had the Charlotte Rhea rivalry, but you know what? You know who I would like to see? I'd like to see a Charlotte Jade Cargill rivalry happen because I think Jade could match her physicality. She's probably not nearly as good of a wrestler as Charlotte. Charlotte's probably one of the most technical women wrestlers that there are. Maybe Natalya, who's just a good worker.
Fuck Natalya.
Yeah, but she's a great wrestler.
She's a great worker. She comes from
the dungeon.
Family.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Technical wrestling. Like Natalya and Charlotte have one of the best female matches in the history of NXT.
Yeah.
They have the best female match ever in NXT.
Pure wrestling.
Pure wrestling. Natalya and Charlotte in NXT probably 10 years ago was probably the greatest women's wrestling match.
That's why I love Charlotte
history.
Because she's so good in the fucking ring. And you're right, Natalya is really good in the ring. Some of these other things, man, I swear I see moves and I'm like, please to God,
dangerous.
Don't be hurt.
It's dangerous. Some of them try to do a little bit more than what they're capable of. But So tonight, hopefully SmackDown will clarify the 5th member for the men's side. The women seem to be set. I don't know. The one thing that's kind of sticking out to me, and I don't know if you noticed this the other night on Raw, KT, but what are they doing with Gunther right now?
He's stuck out big time.
Gunther,
they're making him a pussy, dude.
Yeah, what are they doing?
Damian Priest owned him like a fucking bitch the other night in the ring.
I thought he was supposed to be they were building him up to be something ridiculous. And now he's like a little bitch in the ring the other night. And it's like, what are we doing right now?
And you said that they did that the week before, too.
Yeah,
you said
him and Ludwig. No, they didn't come out. They had like a little backstage segment. And Ludwig was like, we're Imperium, we're going to dominate. And then he was like, and Gunther was like...
Is this them like trying to follow the trends and be like, oh, the Europeans are down now because... Like, no. you know how like Vince always like tried to make wrestling mimic what America was in, like at the time. I mean, I don't know that. I don't think Triple H would do
they're
something
intending
like
to do that.
But why would you make Gunther weak at this point?
They're making him weak. You've built him up to be something incredible, and he just pinned Cody, or he just fought Cody, even though he got pinned. And I know what they're trying to do with Damian. I still don't think Damian's going to beat him. But are they trying?
Trying to say that Gunther's questioned himself because he lost to Cody?
Are they trying to turn Gunther into the underdog?
Why?
He doesn't.
Do they see Damian Priest as like a better heel than a fucking face?
Well, they're making him a face right now.
Right. I don't know what they're doing. It was very weird.
And I've heard that from several people. Confusion.
No, I thought it the other night when I saw it. I'm like, why are they fucking weakening Gunther right now? Like,
it was weird.
I'm not very even weird. Like, I think Gunther's amazing. I think he's the next person in the
Unless
business.
Maybe they're trying to.
But I'm not like a Gunther. I'm not Team Gunther because I'm always a face guy.
Yeah,
you know that. We've talked about that.
But maybe they're like trying to repackage his character, and this is a way to get there. I don't know.
Why?
He needs to get deeper and find something.
Dude, when he went against Cody and was like calling Cody out for being like
Cody's the first match he's
like
lost
he was being
forever.
he was like, Cody, you're a bitch.
Yeah. Well, Cody's the first match I can't recall many people that have beaten Gunther.
No,
I mean, why would you be afraid? You've already beaten Damian.
The match that Damian...
You've already beaten Damian. I know it wasn't clean, but you already beat him.
But the match that Damian and Gunther had at SummerSlam was fucking... That was the best match of the night. Yeah. It was brutal. There was
shenanigans at the end, but you had to tell that story with Finn and all that.
Right, but the match was good. So it's like, tell that story. Like, I get you're saying that Damian's like, oh, I only lost because of...
And that's Damian's... That's how you have to build Damian.
But don't make Gunther
weak. Didn't even say a word.
No, he was a little
You think he's being punished for something? Because this is kind of how WWE does stuff. They punish you publicly. Did he do something that we don't know about?
Maybe he said something about like 2K kayfabe that like...
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. And I've heard this from several people. Several people have said that the Gunther situation doesn't make sense, whatever they're trying to do.
You're right, dude. Like, we didn't even talk about this earlier. We talked about some other stuff that happened this week. But I was, during the pod, I was actually thinking, we got to talk about the Gunther thing because that was a fucking big deal.
It was weird. It was very weird.
And that's going to be your championship match at Survivor Series.
Yeah, because
War Games,
I have a feeling.
I know War Games is the main event.
Yeah, I have a feeling tonight they're gonna do the Cody KO. I think they're going to be the 5th members tonight.
So do they have a segment tonight with Damian but they're on Raw?
No, they're on Raw. You won't see them tonight. That'll be a match. Seth and Brunson will be a match.
Right.
War Raiders and Judgment Day will be a match. But now they're starting to some dissension between Dominic and Finn. I don't know if you caught that the other night.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that was huge.
If you're done with Judgment Day, let's just be done with it.
Yeah, there's no reason to carry that on.
Dominic can thrive on his own.
Dominic and Liv both can be on their own. They don't need the rest of them.
Yeah, and now they have Raquel with them, with Carlito, which I think is kind of funny. That whole thing is going to be funny.
Yeah, so they'll bury... I mean, I can see them burying Finn. You know, it's funny because...
But they're the champs.
Well, it was a couple months ago. and it must have been, I don't remember what I was watching, but they were talking about Finn. Like, if Finn doesn't take his chance now to step up and, like, take the reins to be what he's always wanted to be in the WWE.
He's a first ever Universal Champion.
Right.
And he got hurt. Screwed it all up.
Yeah, so if he doesn't take it back, then he's just going to be this tag team guy with fucking the other dude. And he's going to go nowhere. And Finn Balor, man, I listened to Cody Rhodes was on Flagrant, that podcast with Andrew Schultz the other day.
Yeah.
Last week. And he was talking about that whole thing. And he basically was saying that, like, Finn he's like, when I was in New Japan, like, Finn started the Bullet Club.
Oh, yeah. Prince Devitt, yep.
He goes, I still owe everything I have, like, when I went independent, to Finn Balor. And, man, I remember back, 6-7 years ago, when you were like, we got to watch Finn Balor tonight in New Japan, and him coming out as the Beast.
The Demon,
Demon.
Yeah.
He did that in WWE. Like, now he's just like a lost cause. Like,
yeah, I mean, the best storyline he's had was screwing over Damien, and now he's a tag champion with JD, and the War Raiders are back.
But you got so many good tag teams. Another tag team that's breaking up. Fucking New Day. Finally, we've been waiting for it.
Yeah, and
it's
they're
happening.
dragging it on.
It's happening. They're dragging it on.
The
like
New Day's
anybody,
over with.
Like anybody gives a shit.
The New Day's over with.
But dude, I want to see Kofi go, and I want to see
Xavier. Kofi's had his opportunity. He's been a champion.
Xavier could be really good.
I thought they could have done something really great by putting Xavier in Final Testament. I think they screwed up by not doing that. Now they could put the Miz in,
Right.
which that's another deal.
Yeah.
Like, are we gonna have a Miz? Are we gonna have a Wyatt 6 Final Testament
Survivor Series type
traditional
thing?
Survivor Series? I don't know.
I
would
can
be
see
cool.
that happening.
Or are we just gonna have
Because they got to fill time. I mean,
Or are we just gonna have a Miz
War
versus
Games will probably be an hour, right? 45
both
minutes
of
to
them
an hour?
now? There's two of them.
The women's will be 30 minutes.
Well, no, because they take 5 minutes. There's 5 minutes
So there's
in
set
between
time.
every person to come in. So you got 2 that start. You got 40,
Yeah, but they can still shenanigans.
Yeah, but
it.
you got 40 minutes of people coming in. So
All right.
each of them have
so
to
at
be
least
an
45
hour.
minutes.
Each of them have to be an hour.
So that's 2 hours of the pay-per-view.
You open with women's war games and you end with men's war games.
Right. And in between you have Damian Gunther.
Damian Gunther, War Games, War Raiders, what's their deal? New Judgment Day.
Right. And
No women's titles matches because both titles are going to be in.
right.
How about this? Both titles are going to be on one side of the women's war games.
Yeah. And the main title is going to be in the main match if Cody joins.
Yeah.
Which
so
that's really
so
going to happen.
So now you have Braun Breaker that's got nothing going on, and LA Knight that's still got his. Hopefully we find something out. So you would think one of those 2 belts would be defended, not both of them.
Yeah, plus they need an undercard match before the...
Because Braun Breaker has no...
They need a 7
They
o'clock...
even talk... Dude, did you see that they even went to Braun Breaker on Monday night?
I didn't see all
They
of it.
went to Braun Breaker.
And asked him,
And
the Usos?
Well, they
Or
were
Solo?
talking to him. Yeah. But not... I mean...
Solo
I
or
think
the Usos?
tonight... Oh, man, I can't remember. Somebody went to him. So, like, he's on the table, too.
Funny how they do it, huh?
It's just... But Braun has nobody vying for his belt right now. So I would say that more LA Knight's belt will be defended at so I mean you're only going to have like 3 matches and then the 2 War Games matches.
Right.
And are you going to do Wyatt 6 versus I don't think there's enough time on the card because a traditional Survivor Series match would take some time.
Right.
If you have a traditional Survivor Series
Yeah,
match.
because you have all 4 members from both teams.
Which could be good.
Have to get their spotlight.
Could be good.
Oh, it would be awesome. But are they going to take the time to do that? Who knows?
So yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. I mean, the card is yet to be. I think tonight you might find some taking shape tonight with the card.
Yeah. Well, we're going to tune in here soon. aren't we?
Yeah, it's 7. Yeah, we're getting tip off right now.
With the Orlando Magic getting ready to start. What are we getting on the podcast?
Playing.
What time is it?
Embiid's playing.
Embiid.
What do you think of the cup courts? The NBA Cup courts.
I like them. It's a cool, like, different vibe. Feels like I'm watching like Westworld when they go to the future.
I'm telling you that the 76ers are going to finally show up to play tonight for the first time all year.
And I'm sure the referees are going to make sure that happens.
2-9. That's their record. 2-9.
Oh, the refs are going to say, "Oh, Philadelphia's back. Everything's good." You think I trust any NBA game with all the shit that's come out?
Do you trust any game? Any professional game?
I still hold on to the NFL, but
really, that'd be the first sport that I.
We talking about the script.
We talk about the Chiefs getting every call in the world. They got a good game this week. Chiefs Bills. What do you think about that?
That'll be a good one. I hope Josh Allen wins.
I
hope Josh Allen wins. He always wins the regular season and then he fucking loses in the playoffs. Dude, I was this close to pulling the trigger on Trevor Lawrence jersey today for.
I think you did good.
The mini helmet was nice.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think she would enjoy a polo jersey more than anything.
Dude, that's what I wanted to go get.
Yeah.
Was the polo jersey. Dude, I cannot believe that Dick's Sporting Goods had zero Magic shit. We're 45 minutes from Orlando. They had zero Magic shit. They had anything else you would want to go for.
Dude, Embiid came to play tonight.
Of course he did.
It's not even like he just dominated Batase.
Of course he... Dude, he's twice the size of Batase.
Woo,
Franz got
baby.
that setback 3 going right now.
Franz. De Silva's been playing good. Hey, when are the Cavs going to lose? That's ridiculous. What, are they 13-0 now?
They ain't going to do anything in the playoffs. Who gives a shit?
That's bold. It's bold. It's early.
Dude, Boston's unbelievable.
If Embiid,
if
Embiid made that 3, I would have been like, "You got to be kidding! What was that?"
Caldwell Pope, holy shit!
What was that, dude?
He said,
"That was terrible." The ones not happening.
I like that court though, man. That court's sick.
I
Nothing's
like
better than the parquet. I mean, I love the parquet floor, but
in Boston.
No, the one the Magic have.
Yeah, but the old Boston Garden parquet.
Yeah, that's
wow, how about that defense right there? Come on, Jalen. Caldwell Pope after that. Tristan. Oh, God, that was terrible. De Silva didn't even hit the rim. This kid's pretty good, though.
I like him.
Yeah. No, that's pretty good. But no, man, it was good. It's a good week. We got, oh my gosh. Oh, he missed it. Let's score.
I understand why Philly's 1-9 or whatever they are now.
2-9.
They're terrible.
They're gonna give the Magic everything they want tonight.
Well, dude, everybody that plays the Magic gives us everything we want.
It's the best shooting arena in the league.
We've already said.
Yeah.
Hey, your 4th string fucking 3-point shooter is going to go 90% from the clip tonight.
But yeah, man, big week of wrestling. We got it. Like I said, we got Thanksgiving weeks coming up. We're going to attend a big local wrestling show here.
Hey, we got some shit coming.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. We are going to watch the rest of this NBA Cup game. We're going to watch the Tyson fight tonight. A lot of stuff is going to go down. Jalen Suggs has been incredible, by the way. Incredible.
So next week's podcast will probably be pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. But thanks again, everybody. Keep tuning in.
subscribe.
We see you guys, and we appreciate all the interaction with you guys. This has been great. We're enjoying it. 10 episodes in. It feels like we just got kicked back going, and here we are at number 10. And we hope to see everybody at number 100 one day. So
one day we'll get there.
Yep. So anyway, everybody have a good week. In the great words of Jackie Moon, KT.
ELE.
Everybody love everybody. Peace.